Osama bin Laden was literally a CIA asset. So that whole thing about the enemy of my enemy is a friend today, but maybe tomorrow he's my actual enemy. The blood, the tears, the hate, it's in our hands, all of us. So we should strive for peace. And when I say that, there will be tough times, and we all will have to make peace with our enemies. And then, yes, that means maybe with Hamas. But the right thing is to support the truth. I honestly hope Israel doesn't have to go to the extreme when defending itself. But we're literally fighting a war that is weird. So the decision between Kamala and President Trump is a very serious decision because Elon Musk said he fears he will be arrested, and that's happening in Brazil. You should look, and I'll talk more about this. When the system is exposed, when the status quo is exposed, when all those interests, big pharma, big companies that have pharmaceuticals, chemical companies, the industrial military complex. President Eisenhower talked about this right after the Second World War. So when Kennedy took office in 1961, 3 years later, he was assassinated. By whom? We still don't know. President Trump was shot at twice. Look, those are amazing times. Those are serious times. This is not time for TikTok. If you saw this on TikTok, go back, see the whole thing. Those conversations cannot be done in 20, 30, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 2 minutes. Those are tough conversations. These conversations are about the future of your family, of yourself. The path we will take will determine the future of mankind. Whether or not we piss Putin so much that he blew themselves up is our choice. If we believe he's a dictator and that he's insane, as everybody says, we should be messing with him because he is feeling that that's his only solution. And to those who are profiting a lot of billions of dollars from those wars, maybe it's time to rethink where you're going to spend those same billions if the world somewhat exploded. So let's talk about the future. A future where we all can build today. Just take care of your life. Just be honest. Just say the truth. There's no sin in the past. We're all forgiven. But let's build a new world. And that starts from today, or whatever day you're watching this. Just be better today than you were yesterday. Don't try to change the world. Nobody can. But if we all change our world, our little small world called family, called our business, called our building, our neighborhood, we may be able to together have a result of a much better world. So I invite you to have that conversation and every day make one little step, just one day better for humanity. And maybe in 20, 30 years, someone will look back and, wow, we have been walking every day and we came so far. The world is a much better place. It's much safer, it's much calmer, there's much more comfort, much more food. There's no scarcity. No scarcity. We can all live together. We can all live in peace. We can all have the minimum. And that's an invitation because I believe there are better days ahead of us. That's what I believe. But those days will only come if we, in fact, build them every day in our houses, in our families, in our churches, in our houses, in our companies, everything. We will change the world together, but not by me, not by you, by everybody. There is no savior. Jesus already taught us everything we need. We need to save ourselves by doing the small thing. What Jesus taught us is that love is the most powerful tool in the universe. And by most powerful, I mean that wars have happened since the beginning of time, all over the history. And you know what? We never ended. If war was a good or powerful instrument, it would be only one world war, not two, and hopefully not a third. So let's all pray every day that men and women on high places will, in fact, be wise to understand that we all need to live in peace. God bless you. God bless us all. And let's build this